What do you make of the recovery today? It tells you that at every lower level, there is buying support still in the market.
Yes, definitely, Pankaj. We had seen 5 days of bull rally with almost in 5 days we had seen 3 gap up opening. So maybe the rally is little bit getting exhausted. But at current level, I would just only say that maybe another couple of days we will see some sort of a, we can say, lackluster movement, some sort of a consolidation movement. Maybe the Nifty could come down back to somewhere around 73, 73.50. And from there I think so the another round of rally upside can be seen. So as of now, buy on decline would be the strategy.
Right, buy on decline would be the strategy. But now you would not advise to jump in, right?
As of now, Pankaj, I would not definitely jump on the stocks and jump on the market because already we have seen a very good, fantastic 700-point rally from the bottom. So I would wait for the stocks to correct. I would wait for the market to correct. And once the correction happens, maybe below 73 or maybe 73.50 would be the level. And after that, I can see some sort of a potential moving up.
Right, but as of now, you would want to stay on the sideline, wait for a better opportunity. I mean, that should be the strategy.
Yes, Pankaj, because as I said, we had seen 5 days of bull rally, and last time when we had seen the 5 days of fall, it was just a very much minor. It was from somewhere around 72.50, the market has fallen to 68.24, and we had recovered this entire fall in just a very short span of time. So almost the first indication of the bull has already indicated that we had seen the faster retracement of the rally. Sorry, faster retracement of the previous fall. So this is the indication that already the market has gone into the one uptick cycle. This next would be the correction, would not last not more than 2 or 3 days of time frame. And after 2 or 3 days of downtake, maybe from tomorrow onwards, we would see some sort of a weakness. And from next, after 2 or 3 trading session, we'll see another round of upside.
Right. What will be your view on Bank Nifty?
Similar concept I would definitely see for the Bank Nifty, but as of now today we have seen very much you can say pressurize coming on the Bank Nifty, but still the clear indication has not yet come. We have seen the last today is the 5th day for the you can say the Bank Nifty. So if the market falls down, I think so the major contribution will definitely come from the Bank Nifty. Now, more importantly, Pankaj, we have to see that how much gaps are getting filtered. As I said, that we have seen 3 gap ups opening in last 5 trading sessions. 1 gap up, 2nd gap up, or all the 3 gap ups get filtered or not, that is a big question.
Right. Imtiaz, just stay on with us. About 100 seconds remaining for closing. I'll just come back. The good thing is that we have recovered quite a bit as far as the day's low is concerned. So we're closing flat, but at a point of time we were at 7,440 levels. We've recovered from that. Sensex 18 points higher. So in the end, we are seeing some buying coming in. FII number most likely should be a positive one today as well. BHEL down 1.4, ITC up 1.5%, Idea Cellular down about absolutely flat actually. ONGC flat with a positive bias. Tata Motors 346, 3 rupees higher. Kane India 6% higher, just following what crude has done over the last few days. Axis Bank 410, Tata Power absolutely flat, 40 paisa here and there. Yes Bank 758, Infosys down about 0.5%, NTPC up about 0.8, HCL Tech 2.7% down. HDFC Limited 1.8% higher, 1,150. Adani Ports 229, 1.6% higher. Reliance up closer to 2%. Reliance actually was the main reason why markets did see a recovery. Reliance, ITC both contributed quite a bit to that. Tech Mahindra 1.5% decline. Bharti up about 1% or so. IndusInd Bank up about 0.5%. Wipro up closer to 1%. BPCL 1% higher, 823. Lupin up 2.5%. There was an upgrade that came in from Nomura. We'll go to the details of that in just a bit. Z Entertainment down about 1.6. HUL down about 2.6. Asian Paints up 1.7. Maruti down 2.7. GAIL up about 3% odd. M&M flat, absolutely flat for M&M. Kotak Mahindra Bank down about 2%. TCS, a 0.25% decline. HDFC Bank down about 0.5%, 1,051. Hero MotoCorp 1% down. Ultratech 1.4% higher. Dr. Reddy's 1% higher. That's the closing bell. 3 points down for the Nifty, 10 points down for Sensex, and really there is no change. We'll get the adjusted close, but I think it should be absolutely flat. Even this 3 points could be adjusted on the positive side. Vedanta 3% higher. Hindalco was among the top gainers. Kane India, of course, was the top gainer. 6.5% higher, 136.7 for Kane India. 7.5 million shares traded. Hindalco 4% higher, 82.83. GAIL India 3.5% on the higher side, 352. Vedanta 3.5% higher, 90.1 as far as Vedanta is concerned. Lupin higher by about 2.6 odd percent. Looking in quite strong as far as Lupin as well as some of the other mid-cap pharma companies are concerned. HDFC Limited 1.8% higher, Adani Ports 1.6% higher, 3 million shares traded, 229 for Adani Ports, Reliance up 1.6, 1023 for Reliance Industries. ITC 320.21, 1.6% higher, 5 rupees higher, one of the big heavyweights. Asian Paints 1.5% higher, 880 rupees, 1.1% higher. For Asian Paints as well, 880 for Asian Paints. Let's look at some of the losers as well. PSU Banking lost out. So Bank of Baroda was down 4.5%. And SBI was among the top losers, 2.5% decline. Actually, apart from these two names, there were no major losers. HUL since morning was soft, but whenever there is risk on HUL, Maruti, maybe even some of the pharma names tend to see some sort of decline coming in. So it doesn't really come in as a very, very big surprise. We still have Imtiaz with us. Imtiaz, any view on the FNO data that you can pick up? Is there extensive call writing that has happened which can lead to some further short covering? That's always the tendency when you have such sharp moves coming in.
Absolutely, Pankaj. From last, I think so the opening of this series, we had seen a huge open interest getting built up at 7,500 call option. And today we had tried to surpass that level, but the closing has not effectively come above the 7,500. So until unless we don't see, you can say 2 or 3 closing above 7,500, there would be very much difficult Nifty to surpass this level. It is a very much you can say the previous fall from the level of 7,600 to around 68.25. If we see the retracement, the 78.6% is almost comes nearby 7,500. So 7,500 is becoming a benchmark for the resistance. Until unless we don't sustain and close above 7,500, there could not be possibility of the market showing some sort of a fresh buying or short covering. But yes, if the weakness arises, then we can see the third leg coming down.
Right. As far as metals are concerned, let's start with Cain India first. Any view on that? You think majority of short covering is behind?
I suppose, Pankaj, in Cain India, we have seen a very good, you can say, a fall down from the level of 172 to around 106. And right now we are seeing the retracement of this level. And I think so the retracement could enlarge till at least 78.6% to 80% of the previous fall.
Which will be how much?
Which will be around somewhere around 170, you can say 165, 170, that would be the range. But definitely it's going to take a longer time, not immediately going to see some sort of robust momentum right now. But I would definitely use the word buy on decline for the Cain India.
Right. As far as Hindalco is concerned, Tata Steel is concerned, they have also had decent rallies. Again, similar story.
Yes, Pankaj, but there is a little bit different concept for the metal sectors because if I see this entire rally, I think so the metal was the one who has given a major contributions in terms of return. If you talk about Tata Steel, if you talk about Hindalco, Vedanta, everybody has given a very good momentum, and maybe some fundamentally would definitely have changed at the lower level or maybe at the current level. I believe that right now the just rally has been started. I think so it's more up to come right now in metal sectors.
Right, but are they again buy on declines? I mean, if you see a 5-10% drop on a bad day, would you advise to now start to buy, as in majority of the selling is behind? Maybe we are not close to a bottom?
Yes, Pankaj, I would definitely go for the metal until unless the parameter doesn't change in the negative. The buy on decline would definitely stand for all this.
So what should be the level that you should look at, and below which level should one just exit this name?
I
Say
think
for a Vedanta?
If I look for the Vedanta, then definitely I would see around somewhere around 79 rupees. If it doesn't goes below 79 rupees, I think so the momentum would continue. And the very best important what we are seeing right now, 94 and 96. These are the two tops which has been formed in last you can say around in the month of December, Jan. That was a top. So we are very much close to that level. If we break this level, then definitely the previous top was somewhere around 119. That would be achievable target.
Right. Bank of Baroda, SBI, any view on the PSU banking side? You think that they would stop now seeing a great up move?
Pankaj, I would, the momentum of the bank Nifty is almost getting exhausted because we have seen a very good rally. And it is a very much, you can say, technical phenomena. The things which go higher has to come down, retrace, consolidate, and then again move up. So entire banking stocks, we have seen a very good rally. But as of now, I would not recommend any buy on the banking stocks because I'm
But you
expecting
would not advise to sell also these names?
I would not advise for sell also at the current level because if I say that technically, if I go on the larger picture, if I talk about monthly chart or quarterly chart, the stock is on a base value. But on the daily chart, we had gone into the overbought zone. So the correction would definitely come and then we can see the higher side. But not a big correction I'm expecting. Maybe around 3 to 4% would be the maximum correction on the banking stocks.
Right. Maruti, what would be your view? It's still one of the names which is far away from its earlier lows.
Yes, Pankaj, it is a very much, you can say, sad story for the Maruti because already we have seen a very good fall down from the level of 4,800 to around 3,100, 3,200. A big correction has come, but still all the rallies are getting exhausted. On the higher level, the sellings are continue. I think so the selling has not yet been stopped. But if I wait for a day or two, I think so the clarity would definitely come. One thing is very important, Pankaj, if 3,200 doesn't break in next couple of trading session, maybe in a day or two, then we could see the Maruti going back to about 3,800 or maybe even 4,000 would be the level for the Maruti watch out.
So the strategy here should be that wait for 3,200 to come. If it sustainability is not going down below that level, one should look to start adding positions.
Pankaj, if I'm a very much, you can say, distant period of traders, maybe for you can say a month or two, then definitely below 3,400, I would try to buy Maruti and I'll keep a stop loss of 3,200 on a closing basis for the target of 3,800 minimum target and maximum would be above 4,000.
Right. How would you look at Tata Motors? I mean, that's a name which has been very volatile. What are the levels to watch out there? What should be the direction?
Pankaj, for the Tata Motors, I think so it's the best example if I go on the weekly chart where you can say the fourth leg has opened on a higher side. 265 was the bottom and we have seen a zigzag structure and this third leg which has been extended to around 261%. So I think so the higher side would be more than 430. I would similarly as I said for the Maruti, if I'm just a period, if I'm looking for the maybe a month or 2 month of time frame, then yes, Tata Motor would be the another stock in the basket to add. Maybe around below 325 or maybe 320 would be the level to buy Tata Motors.
Right, 320 would be the level to buy.
Yes.
But then what should be the ultimate target? Can it go back to the highs of 600 that we had seen about a year back?
I would not comment on the year back, but maybe in a month or two, I would expect Tata Motor to retest 450 level.
Right, so that's still a substantial gain that you're talking about.
Yes, Pankaj, if I see almost 100 rupees rally from this current level, then it is a very good substantial return coming in next 1 to 2 months of time.
Right, similar view on DVR as well, now that it is included in the Nifty?
Which stock?
Tata Motors DVR.
Tata Motor DVR. Pankaj, if for the same, we have seen a very much parallel momentum between both Tata MT DVR and Tata Motors. But it's a very much complicated. If I go on a weekly chart, I would wait for Tata MT DVR to break 260 level. Then only I can initiate a, you can say a buy position, but only about 260 level.
Right, only about 260 level. But as of now, better is to buy the DVR.
As of now, I would definitely see for the Maruti and Tata Motors as a buying opportunity.
Right. What will be your view on Lupin? It's up 2.5. It's a monster name which doesn't move unless there is decent buying.
I think so. The rally has started just now. Maybe today would be the one big bull candle has been formed and with the decent volume. I think so. Maybe around the last 8 or 10 days moving average, if I put on the volume, that has given a breakout. So it is a very good momentum candle, and I think so. The stocks can retest, or maybe you can see the stock going above 1920 level very soon.
Right. It is one name in the Nifty pack which is very close to its all-time high. It would be Lupin, right?
Yes, Pankaj, if I see the entire basket of Nifty 50, then I think so the Lupin one will be the one stock which is very much close to its 52-week high.
Right. So that is always a good signal, and we are also seeing that markets may not have a very big downside from here on.
Absolutely, Pankaj. I'm not expecting the market to go big or showing a big damages right now from this current level unless something macroly something changes. But if this is a very good indication when we see that stocks, the market has gone down, but the stock is coming nearby to its 52-week high. So this is a very much positive indication coming from the bull side, or maybe from the investor level that not willingly to sell the stocks at this level.
Right. Imtiaz, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure.